How the network doctored January 6th footage to make Trump, quote, say things he never actually said. So, in this clip, I believe it's, Gordon Rayner from The Telegraph breaks it down.
BBC Panorama released a documentary called Trump, A Second Chance, and in it, they played the following clip.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell.
But Trump didn't, in fact, say this at all. The BBC spliced together two clips that took place 54 minutes apart. So let's go through it again.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you.
Now, see there, between Capitol and, that's a cut. Here's what Trump actually said.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
It's different. It wasn't until nearly an hour later that he then said the second part of the BBC's version.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we fight. We fight like hell.
And I appreciate Mr. Rayner pointing that out. Go support him. Watch the video. But unless I'm missing it, he himself omitted, and this is by accident, by the way, or maybe he just had to cut for time. He omitted what President Trump said, and I think this is pivotal, 28 seconds after that cut. Doesn't this change things?
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
And he was going to be joining them, to be clear. And by the way, this is the same soundbite that CNN deliberately cut out, you know, you could refer to it as lying, during their initial coverage of January 6th.
Violence was sparked by the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, who rallied that crowd earlier today.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
And they listened to their leader. They marched on the Capitol. They stormed it. They broke in.
Well, hold on a second. If they listened to their leader, they would do so peacefully and patriotically, right? He was quite literal with that. Gotta be peaceful. And just to give you some context, when I went into the barbershop, Black and White and the Gray issues, I had to ask the question 3 times. What about January 6th? I said, what if he had said, make your voices peacefully and patriotically? Well, that would be interesting. I have never seen that. I said, yeah, but what if, I don't know that that's true. I said, but what if I'm not lying to you? I said, well, then I would have to look into it. Great, look into it. Or don't have an opinion. Otherwise, you end up with an entire country of poor dental health, grayscale humans who think they know about American politics because they've been lied to for decades by government-funded media. This is why polling doesn't determine what is right. Sometimes it is a very useful tool as a snapshot. Sometimes it's a very useful tool as a snapshot to indicate how effective the media is at lying. And that's what I would put forward as the case for January 6th.